welcome people. It's Q from Qdup Productions, and today I have a very different video for you. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notifications button so you stay up to date on all my latest content. Okay, so got a story time today. I was looking to purchase a new microphone, and I happened to come across a fellow YouTuber. His name is Junkie, and there is a company that they used to have where you could send them your old microphone, and they would take that microphone and basically mod it. They had little mod kits they would do to it, and I believe the name of that company was Qdup. And for about $200-300, I had a friend of mine who swore by them. He had about 3 or 4 microphones, I believe, modded by them. And ironically, when I was looking to get one done, the guy said that it was just taking up too much of his time, and he wasn't able to give it the proper care, so he just decided to stop that. That left me going quite a while without buying a new microphone. And I think you have to be really careful with what microphone you choose. You have to really know, kind of what the use is going to be for. Is it for an instrument? Is it for vocals? Is it for voiceovers? That type of deal. So I was just looking for something kind of mid-grade to do some recording. I can go in and do some patchwork and stuff like that. I'm not looking to to spend like 3,000, 5,000, on a microphone. And this particular website was doing this particular YouTuber, I'm sorry, was doing a comparison with a tzaudio Stellar X2, and he was comparing it with a Neumann U87 AI, which anything Neumann I cannot afford, nor will I. I mean, it's just not something that I need. So, I was curious, checked out the video, and the name of the company is tzaudio Products, and the microphone that they're selling is it's $140, which is a steal, for a microphone. Especially, I've seen Booth Junkie quite a few times. I've seen a few of his videos and some of his comparisons, and I think he caters more to the voiceover and voice acting community. Microphones have to be very prominent in their business because that is the instrument, right? So I've seen a few of his videos, and they've always been presented very well. And so I went ahead and listened to what he said. He was doing a comparison. He was taking things going back and forth between the Neumann and going to the tzaudio Stellar X2, and it sounded pretty good. He doesn't try to color anything, or how some people are, right? Like if they're trying to promote a product, sometimes they can be a bit biased. I didn't get that. It seemed pretty much on the up and up. So I digress. I'm back. All right, so I come across this video, and I said, okay, well, let me go and look at this, look at the website and see what it says. Look at the content. There's a video that shows how the mic is made, things like that. So again, all great things. So I scroll down to try to purchase the microphone. It's $140. I go, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I scroll down, and the only thing that it says is that you have to go on a waiting list. I started thinking, well, I don't really want to pay for something if I don't know when I'm going to get it. I've been down that road before on a few products, and it didn't work out well for me. So I go ahead and I contact the company. I call the number that's listed, and I speak with a gentleman named Joseph. So I proceed to tell Joseph that I want to buy one of their microphones, and I want to see how long the waiting list is, before I purchase it. You know what I mean? I want to know like how long of a wait it's going to be, and do I have to pay for it before they're available. So he explained to me very briefly about what the wait was, but before he did that, he wanted to tell me the story of their company. Very interesting story. So apparently him and his friend are into music. They were recording music at one point, and they couldn't seem to get their vocals to sit right in the mix. So they make a long story short, came up with a way and said that they would just buy some parts and make a microphone. They would make one to do what they wanted to do. And I guess to tailor it, tailor it against their voice and things like that, basically making a customized microphone for them, which that takes some dedication. I admire the guy. And then he says, I guess they made 10 microphones. And after making that 10 microphones, they tried to sell them. And it didn't particularly work out well until they give this microphone, they gave it to him to demo. But they gave this gentleman, Booth Junkie, the microphone to do a comparison and do a video on it. Right after that video was done, they sold out. Got rid of his 10 microphones. He also told me that they were really on the verge of shutting down their company. They had made no sales. And he said that basically that video helped him out quite a bit. And so why am I telling this story? Telling this story just to say that networking, helping each other out, extending a hand, taking a shot, these can all be great things. So if someone wants to network with you, take them up on it. What is it going to hurt? If you are a smaller YouTuber, you can be just as effective as a large YouTuber, depending on what it is that you're trying to do, right? And sometimes just extending a hand is as you extend a hand, someone might extend a hand back to you, right? Which is all great things. I particularly am in the producer community. I've collabed with a lot of people. I've, done some great projects with a lot of different people, different types of genres of music, and some learning experiences from each one. It's okay to step out of that box and do something different. If you like hip hop, hey man, try something different and mix hip hop with it. Back to this tzaudio Stellar X2 microphone. So I'm really looking at getting my hands on one of those. And by the way, surprise, Joseph is a very young man, a very smart young man. And their aim now is to get their production a little bit higher so that they can shrink down that waiting list. He was very adamant about that to me. He also expressed that their microphones are normally handmade because they are going to expand, and because their waiting list is so extensive now that they're going to have to mass produce them. But he assured me that the microphone, their original microphone, they still have that one, and they're going to continue to match and tweak whatever machine or however they have the next ones made. They plan to balance them against their prototype that they started with. So that should not degrade the quality. Everything should be fine. I can't wait to get my hands on one of them. And I want to shout out Joseph again. Had a great conversation with him. Great young man. And I hope that they do well. I fully believe that they will do outstanding. So again, that microphone is the tzaudio Stellar X2. You can look at the comparison. I apologize, I do not have one to do a comparison with, but I am not an expert at that, and I can direct you to go to Booth Junkie's channel and watch the comparison that he does. And that's really all that I want to go over today. Again, shout out to Joseph. Appreciated the great conversation, my friend, and look forward to doing business with you. Hopefully this video was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notifications button so you stay up to date on all my latest content, and most of all, stay queued up. Peace.